you, Susan. In the inbound regional Middle Atlantic weather forecast this morning, the big weather story, Hurricane Reggio, which is stalled and even obliterating the Middle Atlantic region. It's been stalled here for some time by an Amazonian high pressure system, which has originated in the Pacific Northwest. The NAIBA Meteorological Bureau recommends that you weather the storm by battening down your galleys, by continuing to provide excellent customer service, and by sending out a steady stream of news via whichever social media service you're close to master. On the horizon, we're seeing a squall line of ebook storm systems here, and also here. Here's Jen's. And they are bearing down in particular on the Buffalo metro area. These storms are expected to leave a scattering of outmoded gadgetry throughout the territory, but it should be easily cleared in time for tomorrow's morning commute. And now a very happy birthday to the oldest bookstore in the territory, the Moravian Bookshop, 254 years old. And also, happy birthday to Otto's in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, 132 years old. The City, 92 years old this year. Also, the Book Corner in Niagara Falls, 82 years old this year. And still following. Joseph Fox Bookshop in Philadelphia is 58 years old this year. And Hakeem's Bookstore in West Philadelphia, 55 years in West Philadelphia. And also happy birthday to Long's Books and Cards in Penn Yan, New York, 40 years old this year. And also a very happy birthday to Christopher Kerr of Parson Weems Publisher Services. His birthday is tomorrow, so please stop by the booth and embarrass him as much as you can. And over to you, Mark.
We just Kelly Bowman. I'm Joe Draback, and I'm here today as Cake Mix Doctor.
Hi, Cake Mix Doctor. I'm interviewing. Well, so what do you have for us today?
Well, first of all, I want to start off, the IndieBound message has been eat, sleep, breathe.
That's right.
I wrote that first one. Eat.
Oh,
that was it. ABA hasn't given me credit, Bob, and they said, what's the new message? I said, eat.
Well, now we all know.
I love food as a social element. We meet for lunch, we have dinner parties, we break bread as we gather around tables, we have happy hours. So food is a great element, and it can be combined with your book selling experience, either in terms of the serendipity type things that happen in store, or non-author events, or social elements.
Happy hour is not really about the food, so I don't know if you would include that.
It could be. So, to illustrate that point today, I'm going to talk about the Cake Mix Doctor by Ann Byrne, published by Workman, which is a wonderful little volume. Now, this is the sixth book from Ann Byrne. Of the six books she has, 3.1 million copies are in print. And today, out of this book, we are making, and since it's a breakfast show, we're doing the chocolate espresso pound cake.
That's right.
So you ask, how do we do a chocolate espresso pound cake? Well, what you're going to do?
Teach us.
First of all, the thing I really love about Ann Byrne's book is you take simple boxed cake mixes, and by changing an element in that, you move it from sort of the simple to the sublime. So we're going to start off with the Devil's Food cake mix from Duncan Hines. We're going to throw that in there. So get ready for that. Okay? Not yet. Okay. Okay. Next, since it's a chocolate espresso pound cake, we really want it fudgy. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a cup of cocoa. We're going to put that in there. We also want it sweetened in tribute to Baltimore for adding some Domino sugar. So half a cup of sugar. So, we're going to kick it up a little bit there. So the sugar goes in. Now, the secret ingredient.
I think that makes it better.
Well, that's not Amber's yet. You know, I think the other one's copyrighted. Now, the secret ingredients, here's the thing that really steps up the cakes with and burn. So, you want moisture in your cake. Now, if you're following the simple recipe from Duncan Hines, you're adding vegetable oil and water. There is some vegetable oil and water in here, but we want some creaminess. So we're putting in a cup of sour cream. So sour cream goes in there. We want some good coffee flavors. So we're adding a couple of teaspoons of instant espresso. That's going in there. And then we have some evaporated milk. Again, giving it some more texture and some more cream. So that all goes in with the eggs. We stir it all up. You know, we wait, we see if it turns into a cake. We're checking. I tried to get Susan to dress up as a nurse. She wasn't.
I didn't know that was for this show.
Now we also have frosting on there, which is an optional element. You can either dust it with powdered sugar, or you can make an icing. Now with icing, it's very simple. You add more domino sugar.
Sure.
A little more.
This is a super healthy cake.
Half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, a little corn syrup, a lot of butter, smooth it all out. And since I have some chocolate chips left over, we have some here. So, what I want to say in terms of doing cakes. Now, cakes are great. This is a non-author event that you can easily do in your store. When Anne's first book was released, we had an ER in our store for the cake mix doctor. ER in our case was the eating and reading area. We baked cakes. Serendipity, customers came in, we served them a slice. In turn, in the course of one afternoon, we sold 236 cookies. Okay? Other utilizations of doing this. How many people in the room do book clubs? Have a cake social for your book club. Bring people in, serve them some cake, some coffee, talk about your pick of the list. You could do voracious readers. I always like that. Seasonal serendipities. It doesn't just have to be cake. There's wonderful cookbooks out there. There's an element in terms of your store. You could do soups, you could do hot ciders, you could do hot beverages, you could do chilies, etc. One caveat. When you do things in the store, I'll mention, I always do try to post a list of ingredients in case anybody has any specific food allergies. This is the cake for today. We have handy little knife, and after the program today, anybody that would like a slice of the cake, come up and please have some.
So
If it's
Julie,
good,
ask a question.
sure.
You can start there.
Go ahead.
Because I'm supposed to interview you. I was just wondering, so when you have these events in the store, I know you're trying to sell books, but do you ever like create a handout for people so they could have the recipe, at least one recipe, sort of like a teaser they could take home with them?
We can do that. And as I said, again, the element is there's so many things. Just last week we had some Western writers in, some thriller mystery writers. We did a chili, beer, and cornbread sign. So you can incorporate food in your programs in lots and lots of ways. So any questions about food elements, please see the cake mix doctor.
Not the nurse.
Not the nurse. We'll take care of it. Thank you.